Wait a minute. What just happened? Remy Ma, the same artist who once rapped about loyalty, love, and standing by her man, is now caught up in a scandal so wild it could outshine a soap opera. Word is, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill cheating. Rumor. It's next level. Allegedly, she stepped out on Papoose with his close friend. Yep, the same guy Papoose reportedly had long-standing issues with, and the one he supposedly knocked out after finding out the truth. And the fallout from all this? Let's just say, it's a lot. You're not ready. Enter Fat Joe, the OG of their crew, the bridge between Remy and Papoose, and the voice of reason in the middle of one of hip-hop's wildest storms. And now, he's finally breaking his silence. Let's be real, he didn't hold back. No fluff, no filter, just raw, uncut truth straight from the streets. He let it all out, dropped bombshells, and said things that left the internet completely shook. Think you've heard it all? Not even close. Fat Joe just flipped this scandal into a full-blown expose on trust, loyalty, and what it means to protect a hip-hop legacy. It all started with a silence so heavy, it echoed across the rap world. Rumors spiraled, timelines crumbled, and fans were left piecing together a drama so chaotic, even TMZ couldn't find the starting line. But once Fat Joe, the unfiltered godfather and straight-shooting rap uncle, finally spoke up, the internet lost its mind. And really, how could the internet not explode? We're not talking about background players here. This is Remy Ma, one of the hardest-hitting women to ever touch a mic. And Papoose, her ride-or-die lyrical king and a living symbol of black love. This wasn't just infidelity, it was betrayal. On a strategic level, like a chess match flipped into outright treason. The man Remy allegedly got involved with? Not just anyone. Papoose's close friend. Let that settle in. A friend Pop trusted, laughed with, broke bread with at family cookouts, now accused of being the reason their marriage is in pieces. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, it does. Word on the street is, when Papoose found out. The truth, he didn't waste a second. He confronted the guy and, according to viral reports, dropped him. No cameras, no back and forth, just straight up Bronx fury. As fans scrambled to figure out if this was real life or a lost episode of a reality show gone rogue, Fat Joe stepped into the chaos, and when he speaks, the streets listen. So what exactly did he say? How did he process watching a brotherhood he helped nurture completely fall apart? Let's hit rewind and unpack it all. So here's
character. It's that time.
So his Pap's attitude is, you don't shake no nigga that had sex with your wife. So he's like, basically, whenever I see him, I'm knocking him out. So Pap knocked him out. And then Remy called him, I guess it's a Remy event, Remy called and said, yo, now you wild out. Now I got to be with the so he don't press charges and do all the wild shit. Now I can't even curb it. I was just about to.
So here's where Papoose drew the line, loud and clear. You don't dap up the man who slept with your wife. That's why he swung, no questions asked. Then came the twist. Remy called Pap, saying she had to stick close to the guy so he wouldn't press charges. I was just about to curve him, she told him. And that bombshell? It didn't come from some shady blog. It came straight from Fat Joe, calmly laying it all out like he was just mentioning they were low on groceries. Casual tone, heavy. Truth. Let's rewind to where it really began, because this scandal didn't explode out of nowhere. It was brewing beneath the surface for a while, whispered in side comments, felt in those overly polished Instagram posts, and noticed in the forced smiles at red carpet events. Remy Ma and Papoose weren't just any couple. They were hip-hop's gold standard. They made it through prison time, personal battles, and the roller coaster of fame together. Their brand was built on unity, matching fits, fierce loyalty, and that unshakable bond known online as black love. They were supposed to be the couple no one could touch. But that's the thing about being put on a pedestal. The fall is brutal. For months, the culture blogs were buzzing with rumors of tension. Fans noticed the subtle signs, Remy showing up. To events solo, Papoose stepping back from joint appearances, and then the cryptic captions started popping up. Trust is like paper. Once crumpled, it's never perfect again. People paid attention. Then came the whispers, sightings of Remy with someone new. First, it was grainy, easily dismissed, but the photos got clearer. And the man in question, not just a random face. A close friend of Papoose. In the world of hip-hop, lines blur. Friends flip, loyalty fades, and fame can turn everything upside down. But this situation, it cut deeper. While social media turned into a full-blown investigation board with fans. Dissecting every like, post, and DM, Fat Joe stayed silent. No cryptic tweets, no reactive live streams, just silence. Until now. And when he finally spoke, it wasn't loud or dramatic. It was sharp, unfiltered, and hit like a gut punch. This was truth from someone who's been around long enough to spot betrayal from a mile away, and he didn't hold back. They'll fuck your enemies, and when that's done, they'll fuck your friends. Read that again, because that wasn't just a quote, it was a verdict. Fat Joe wasn't guessing. He was speaking from hard-earned experience. He knows that sometimes betrayal shows up wearing the face of a friend. So what Remy allegedly did? It wasn't shocking. It was predictable. The real question is, what pushed her there? Was it fading love? Or was the loyalty never real to begin with? As Fat Joe bluntly put it, you just have to deal with it and take it on the chin. But Papoose, he didn't just take it, he swung back. And that moment, that punch, is where the story takes a whole new turn. At this point, it's not just about cheating, it's about revenge, reputation, and how quickly Judge Black Love morphed into Judge Battle Zone. After Fat Joe dropped his bombshells, the internet didn't just react, it erupted. What began as quiet speculation spiraled into one of the most dissected, emotionally charged relationship sagas in hip-hop history. Fans didn't just gossip, they went full forensic mode. TikToks analyzing every move, Instagram slideshows breaking, down old footage and Twitter threads that read like investigative reports, 10 tweets deep and counting. Everyone had something to say, and everyone swore they had proof. And as the digital breadcrumbs piled up, they all seemed to point in one direction. Remy Ma allegedly crossed the line with the one person she absolutely shouldn't have, a man Papoose genuinely trusted. That's when the receipts started surfacing. First, a screenshot of a DM from Remy to the unnamed friend. "You know I can't be seen with you again," capped off with a crying laughing emoji. Some brushed it off as playful. Others saw it as confirmation. Then came the anonymous backstage video, grainy but damning, allegedly showing Remy leaning in, whispering, smiling, until she spotted the camera and vanished. Suspicious? Absolutely. Incriminating? According to the court of public opinion, the verdict was already in. Then came the insider leaks. One anonymous source told a gossip outlet, "Pap knew, he just tried to keep up appearances." Another added, "She checked out emotionally a long time ago. This was just the final move." Remy's PR team responded with the usual script. She's focused on upcoming projects and appreciates the continued support. No denial, no explanation, just silence. And in hip-hop, silence speaks volumes. Papoose vanished. No statements, no rants, just one icy Instagram story. Loyalty. Doesn't fade, it disappears. Mic dropped. Meanwhile, Fat Joe's interview clip exploded online again, fans picking apart every word like scripture. Papoose's stance was crystal clear. You don't shake hands with the man who slept with your wife. So he did what he felt he had to. He knocked the guy out. Then came the twist. Remy called him, saying she had to stay close to the man so he wouldn't press charges. It wasn't gossip anymore, it was betrayal, bold-faced and time-stamped. Just like that, the tide turned. Remy Ma, once praised as the ride-or-die queen of loyalty and resilience, was now being labeled the Judas of Black Love. The internet's mood shifted fast. Shock gave way to fury. Fans couldn't forget that Papoose held her down through prison, only to be repaid like this. "This is why loyalty shouldn't be glamorized," became the new brutal catchphrase. And Fat Joe, he didn't just spill tea, he cracked open the whole Bronx vault. Meme culture went wild. One had Papoose sitting on a throne dubbed King of Pain. Another dropped Remy into a Game of Thrones betrayal scene, dagger and all. TikTok went into overdrive. Creators reenacted the alleged fight, dramatized the DMs, and delivered Fat Joe's storytelling with Oscar-level intensity. But then came an unexpected twist. The spotlight turned on Fat Joe. People started asking, why didn't he stand up for Papoose? Was he covering for Remy? Did he know the truth all along? Through it all, Fat Joe stayed composed. No apology, no backpedaling. Instead, he reposted an old clip of himself saying, "Loyalty is a currency most people can't afford." A masterclass in letting silence speak volumes. Meanwhile, the rumor mill kept turning. Word spread that Papoose was lawyering up, but not for a divorce. This was about protecting his name. His legacy? Whispers of legal action surfaced. Some claimed there were recordings of the altercation, and that charges against the so-called friend might be on the table. That friend, once a background figure, suddenly found himself center stage. Fans started digging, uncovering old photos of him at Remy's shows, even one hugging Papoose on stage back in 2021. What once looked like brotherhood now felt like a battlefield. And the betrayal? It didn't just hurt, they felt it too. Not just betrayed by Remy, but by the vision of love they had believed in. This story wasn't just about two people, it was about hope. The belief that love could survive prison, the pressures of the music business, fame, and family drama. The black love was trending, but for all the wrong reasons. The dream cracked. The illusion faded, and for many fans, it felt like watching the last bit of innocence in hip-hop slip away under the spotlight. Then, things took a darker turn. A gossip site leaked an audio clip, allegedly recorded just days before the fight. "My poor friend for day madam Saint Ameline's," voice believed to be Remy's was captured saying, "I won't lie, sometimes I wish I had just stayed single." The blow was hard. Podcasts dissected every word. Had she emotionally checked out long before the drama erupted? Was Papoose holding onto a love that was already gone? The reactions poured in. YouTubers with studio mics declared it the collapse of rap's most authentic couple. Fans pieced together timelines, pointing out every missed sign. Even radio hosts admitted, "We might never trust love the same way again." The story flipped completely, yet Remy Ma stayed silent. No apology, no comment. Her silence spoke louder than words. The internet demanded answers, but none came. Instead, more clips and chaos surfaced. Watching quietly was Fat Joe, the unintentional narrator of hip-hop's deepest betrayal. When asked if he'd say more, he replied, "What's left? The streets already know. That's how legends move." Now, as secrets spill and emotions run, the real fallout begins, not on social media, but in courtrooms and boardrooms. Insiders close to Papoose reveal the confrontation with the friend might have turned criminal. Rumors say the friend is considering legal action, with leaked videos and hush money swirling. Papoose may become a defendant, and the friend a victim. Remy Ma's camp stays silent, but experts warn this could lead to a messy, high-profile lawsuit. The drama is just beginning. What if the friend pressed charges for assault or defamation? Public opinion favored Papoose, but courts don't follow hashtags. Meanwhile, Remy and Papoose's business ventures started to fall apart. Their media brand, merchandise, and rumored reality show all stalled. Investors grew nervous as contracts were frozen and meetings canceled. "No one wants drama," an insider said, especially with cheating and violence rumors. Networks even paused a docu-series about them. Sponsors pulled back too. Remy's beauty brand collaboration vanished from socials, and Papoose's sneaker drop was delayed indefinitely. Emotionally, Papoose was devastated but tried to stay strong for their daughter. He deleted all Remy photos, unfollowed, and blocked her. Remy, once bold and vocal, went silent. No new music, no public appearances. The scandal hit hard on every level. As Remy faded from the spotlight, artists and fans reacted, some openly, others through music. Many revisited Papoose's old lyrics hinting at heartbreak, while Remy faced harsh criticism as past interviews and love notes were twisted into memes. Over 70% doubted her comeback. Fat Joe's words went viral. "They'll mess with your enemies, then your friends, and, in the end, you have yourself." The story sparked debates on trust, forgiveness, and idolizing celebrity love. Then, Papoose dropped a raw freestyle about loyalty and betrayal, silencing critics and offering painful closure. The chapter closed quietly, with Papoose choosing peace over conflict. Behind every scandal lies a choice, anger or understanding. Remy and Papoose made theirs, while Fat Joe spoke truth. The internet moved on, but this story left a rare mark, a real tale with raw emotions and real consequences. So, what would you do? Walk away like a king or fight with everything? Drop your thoughts below.